Hello, everybody. How's it going? Uh, Want to thank everybody who's tuning in this evening. Everybody that's going to tune in, and everybody who's just going to watch this later. I got Chris McVicar with us. I think everybody knows this gentleman. He's been around since 1920. Uh, and
Yo, you there? Can you hear me? You froze, man. What the hell? Looks like we lost James. He's got that shitty landline internet. See if he comes back. There we go.
Chris, you there?
Yeah, you get kicked off your own damn live show.
God damn it. Okay, sorry, man. I got a brand new MacBook, and it shut down on me. It said there was a problem, and it shut down. Anyhow, okay, let me start all over. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in, and I apologize for that. We got Chris McVicar with us tonight. Um, this evening, we're going to talk about USARK. Speaking of USARK, I hope everybody that's tuning in is a member or is going to become a member. Is trying to get other people to become a member. Uh, Trying to donate, trying to spread the word and whatnot. But anyhow, tonight, this evening, we're going to talk about USARK and the large constrictor community, and just like I said, just about all this stuff. It's my opinion and stuff, and the things that I'm going to talk about. Uh, Chris over here, he has strong opinions about stuff, so he'll be able to add his own perception and his thoughts on the topics that we are going to talk about tonight. So, Chris, what's up, buddy?
Man, another beautiful day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, Fucking Aubrey talking shit already. So, um, kind of, I want to start it off by talking. Like I said, we're going to talk about USARK, and yeah, I think the majority of people understand and realize that they're the only ones that we have right now. They're the only ones that are fighting for us. So whether you like them, hate them, or whatever, this is what we have.
Yep.
Um, so if you're in the hobby at all, hoping that you're a member. Um, so that being said, if you're not being a member, then you really don't care about the animals that you keep. That's my opinion of it. Um,
I agree with that, man, 100%. If
uh,
you're keeping any kind of reptile or exotic and you're not a USARK member, it's a shame.
yeah. And I'm probably going to say a couple some things this evening that might ruffle some feathers and whatnot. But like I said, it's just my opinion. I love a lot of people in this hobby. I've known a lot of y'all for years, and there's definitely more good people than bad by all means. But I think as a whole, I probably shouldn't use this word or this term, but I feel like we're trash. All of us, man. I feel like when it comes to USARK, we're shooting ourselves in the fucking leg. Um, Knowing that, like, there's a lot of people that are happy right now, you know, because we don't have anything to worry about till next year. But next year's almost here, and this is something that we have to be consistent with. Um, the fight's never going to end. Um, So we should never get relaxed or complacent when it comes to this shit. And when I made that comment about the large constrictors, the hobby, the community being trash, I feel when you look at the ball python people, other keepers, and when you see them doing way more for the USARK, and we're number one on the list, you know, our heads are right there on the chopping block, and they're doing more for USARK than what the large constrictor community is doing. That's an issue. I mean, yeah, we're, you know, majority everybody in the community are members, which is great because every little bit helps. Nobody's, you know, knocking that or taking it away. I see D&T Retics in our live chat, and I want to give them a shout out. This is the reason why I want to say something about Dax and Taylor is they are so new to our hobby, and whether you like them, hate them, or whatever the case may be, people that been in this hobby and that have a large platform, and when I say that, I'm not talking about Jay, I'm not talking about Bob, I'm not talking about them. Others in the community that have big followings. But Dax and Taylor, they have USARK all over the damn place. They have USARK logos on their shirts. Percentage of a shirt when you buy one goes to USARK. And I'm not saying that other people don't do things behind the scenes and stuff like that. But when you're at a show, whether it's a small show or a big show, and you see these other reptile keepers shouting out USARK, shouting out support USARK, showing everybody how they are doing it, and then the large constrictor keepers, yeah, they donate by all means, and yeah, they send the animal here and there to be, you know, auctioned off and whatnot. But what are we doing? Where's our shout out? We don't say anything until Daddy Kevin gets on and says something and gets angry with us. You know? Oh, Daddy Kevin's upset with us. We better make a post. You know? That we should be doing that consistently. Not just, you know, everybody. You know?
We got to get more vocal about it and get on track with everybody that's doing as much as they are. You know, if we're not helping each other out, giving each other ideas on new ways to help and support USARK, then what are we doing? You know, we're eventually just going to lose our rights to keep this shit.
You know, and you're right. You know, 100%. And you know, it's like I don't have the following that I feel like if things would have stayed, I guess, the way they were going and none of this shit happened, possibly have a bigger following and whatnot, but yeah. Whatever. But I'm trying to grow it that way I can reach more people and whatnot. Hopefully one day, you know, I'll be there. But the ones that do, it's like, why aren't you doing something? Is it the mentality that I'm a member, so I'm doing it already? Or, hey, I auctioned off an animal several months ago, so I've done my part.
But see, for me, that's all behind the scenes shit. Like, if we're not showing we're supporting USARK, we're not showing what we're doing. How do people know? How do the newer guys like Dax and Taylor that are doing these good things already? How do the new people learn how to do that shit? You know, they're gonna lead, or we got to lead by example, and myself included. Like, I need to start posting more about USARK and shit. But we gotta kind of come together, and not just the big snake keepers, but we gotta get that old school, you know, it's just a stupid ass ball python mentality out of our heads, and everybody join in and fight this shit.
And especially when we see them doing more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta get on board with the kind of shit they do.
So I mean, you don't have to like a ball python or whatever, but I tell you what, ball python people, gecko people, monitor people are really killing it. Do way more for USARK and the reptile community as a whole than what we do. And we should all be ashamed. Now, I don't have the answer or anything like that, but I feel like we have to lead by example. You know what I mean? So if you're big enough and you're breeding enough, like I said, I could have 20 clutch. I'm not fucking doing that. Not if you're breeding and you're producing enough where you're gonna have tables at Tinley or anywhere. I don't care what show it is. If you're able to do that, then you should be, because you're right there in front of the crowd, you're in front of the people, you have new people coming in. All those people that come in these shows, they're not all of them are reptile people. They're trying to learn about reptiles, or they just want to see what's going on. And the majority of them don't have a clue about what USARK is.
Yeah.
So it's our job to put it in their face. That have a pamphlet, something, talk about USARK with them.
That's an easy thing we can do, is just have flyers to hand out.
Something, you know what I mean? Like, so, but
like
why
you get a snake, you ask about a snake. Here's a fucking flyer about USARK.
Yeah, and why don't we do that? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. We're not. It's like we're not willing to do the little things like that until we feel like something bad's going to happen,
or until the ban is like in Congress.
Well, bitch, bad shit's happening now. I mean, just
that's what I'm saying.
Still,
like
these people are still. I guarantee you, they're still trying to, do their shit.
Oh yeah.
It's
this
not
shit
over.
Ain't over.
Not even close.
It's never gonna be over.
And then my boy Chip. He. First of all, I want to. Speaking of Chip, I want to say something to everybody. So, moving forward, there might be several videos that people see that Chris and I might be doing, or I might be doing by myself, or whatever the case may be. My dogs are acting a fool. And before anybody says, "Hey, where's Chip?" This and that, something happened. Nothing's going on. Chip has a lot of personal shit that's going on, family and stuff, like nothing bad or nothing like that. But he just got shit that he's got to take care of, and where he's at, he's very, very busy with work. So right now, he just doesn't have the time to get on and do a video with me. But once things calm down for him, he will be back on. So just want to get that out of the way, since I see Chips in the chat. And he made a comment here. Let me put it up here. Spreading misinformation and acting like a fool with these animals on camera. That doesn't help people.
Not at all.
Once again, people, y'all may do whatever the fuck y'all want to with your animals. They're yours. But acting like a dipshit, that's, I don't know, that could be anything. But acting
doing
all crazy
anything with your animal that can put us in a bad spotlight to the general public. Yes, right. We understand bites happen. Snakes eat live shit. You don't have to post that stuff.
And the thing about it is, Chris, though, this is the whole thing about it is, like, we have all these rules and regulations when it comes to our pages. Okay? Like, somebody do some shit like that, man, they're banned. Like that. They're gone. But you can post videos, that's fine. Or you can get on a podcast and you can say whatever the shit you want to. I don't understand that mentality. We're not gonna talk about it on pages, and we're not going to post pictures and stuff. But yet we can talk about how a large retic bit me and there was blood fucking squirting all over the fucking wall. Like, they don't paint a fucking picture for people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my whole thing about it is that I'm not perfect. I don't have all the goddamn answers by no means. But if we're going to put, we just need to do better. We need to do better. All of us. We need to do better. And we need to think about that stuff when we're making videos or whatever the case may be. You know, we know what these animals are and everything like that, but we're trying to put these animals in a good light. You know what I mean? Because in all reality, they're not bad.
Right.
They're not as bad as what people think, because they're just ignorant to the fact. There's a lot of misinformation out there still to this day that are given from other reptile people.
Yeah.
And we just got to do our part, and we just got to do better. And I think that if you're getting on a podcast, I cuss a lot of people like, James, well, maybe you shouldn't be cussing. Maybe you're right. But I'm not talking bad about the damn animals, and I'm not sitting there painting a fucking nasty picture.
To me personally, like, if you have a big following, you're making content, however you want to put it, pictures, videos, podcasts, YouTube, whatever. To me, you have a responsibility to the reptile community to not post shit that's negative towards that community. Yeah, it's going to get you likes, and you might make money or whatever the hell it is off that shit. But if we lose our rights to keep this shit, what was it all for? If I don't have kids, but if other kids can't grow up with the shit that I did, I let them down.
I mean, no, and that you're 100% right. You know what I mean? Because I do have kids. I do have children, and like my kids, they're so spoiled, they don't understand what they have. Not everybody has reticulated pythons or even know what that is. And luckily, like both of my children, they love them, but Ian really loves them, and it makes me proud, to see him, wanting to learn and all this other stuff. But that we need to do better for them,
right.
That's the whole thing. It's not just for us. We can't be we should not be selfish just for us. We need to be doing it for the next generations, and the whole thing about acting right and trying to do the right things and stuff like that. This is okay. Like I said, this is probably going to piss some people off. I'm not intentionally trying to piss people off, but hey, if you get mad, you get mad. Fuck it. I personally, in my opinion, I think marijuana should be fucking legal. Okay? I do. If it was legal, I'd be smoking a big fat one right now. Okay? I shit you not. That being said, it's not legal everywhere.
Right.
And unfortunately, there is a lot of people, for whatever reason, they put like these big scary reptiles and drugs together. I don't know if people realize that, but they do.
Oh yeah.
And when you get on a show and there's people smoking weed and shit, which I think is perfectly fine, I think it should be legal. Okay? But when you're doing that, and other people who don't know what the fuck is going on, and they see that, and we're always talking about how we're supposed to be painting a picture and how we're supposed to do better. That doesn't look right. Like I said, we're shooting ourselves in the fucking leg. You know what I mean? It's just all I'm saying is that we're shooting ourselves in the fucking foot because we're not thinking beyond our face,
Yeah.
and we're not. Like I said, it just, I don't know, man. I have a lot of respect for a lot of people in this hobby. I've been around long enough to see where a lot of these people started. They were kids, and they've grown up, and they're well known now. There's something in this hobby. It's you know what I mean? And it's pretty cool to see, But the fact that we are not trying to do more, trying to be more vocal or visual with USARK, especially at these shows when you have thousands of people walking by your shit. It's kind of sad when you see other groups doing that. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
Even on your social media stuff, your Facebook and Instagram, I see a lot of stuff where if you go to someone's page and you scroll down, every day they post a snake or something in their collection, and it's weeks of this shit. Nothing about USARK. Yeah, they might be donating and supporting how they feel best, but can they do more? Can they be more vocal about it? Can they just post a fucking picture of the banner? Just, support USARK. That would help.
Yeah,
it's kind of disappointing seeing all these people with thousands and thousands of followers. People see it every day and nothing.
And the whole thing about it too is like, all you have to do is message Phil. All you have to do is go to the USARK website. There's a US website in USARK in Texas, in Oklahoma. Well, I think there's one in Oklahoma. I can't speak. You live in Oklahoma. I can't speak that, but I'm sure there is. Is there?
I have no idea, man.
Well, I know you can go to the website and stuff like that, and they have people in each state. Maybe not every state, but a lot of states.
Like a USARK representative or something?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Because, everything is... I
didn't know that.
Well, everything is... It's... Goddamn, I can't think.
On their website?
When you don't get paid for it. What the shit is it called? God, I'm fucked.
Pro bono?
No, man. Like it's...
Volunteer?
Volunteer. Everything's is basically volunteer. You know what I mean? So it's like, I wish like there was more presence of USARK at the smaller shows. And what I mean, and let me kind of talk about that. So like Herps, where they do a great job. They do things. They donate for USARK and stuff like that. By all means. But when you go to NARBC and whatnot, and it doesn't have to be Phil. I'm not saying, Phil's pretty face got to be there. But, looking, there's a USARK table, USARK banner, and there's volunteers there to talk to people, to take donations, to hand out pamphlets, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That should be, I think that should be it. I don't care how big the show or how small the show is, but like the majority of it is, it's people who volunteer, and just like this young lady. What is up, lady? She's a volunteer, and we appreciate it.
Ashley's a volunteer?
That's what she said. I mean,
I'm gonna have to talk to her.
Well, if she's not, then she grounded, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, she's my kid, so yeah.
Get on that ass. But you know what I mean? So
she does do a lot for USARK. She likes USARK. She spreads the word, so she does a lot. But I didn't know we had anything like that in each state or in some states.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too. It's like, well, okay, James, well, why don't you volunteer and stuff like that? Well, it's not that I don't want to, because I would, but I work. I know you work. Most everybody has a job, but
I would love to.
Weekends.
I'm just not that smart.
I work fucking weekends. That's the job that I have. I work weekends. The shows are on weekends. I strategically try to make sure that I'm off for certain shows,
right.
Or I would make every show, or the majority of them. But it just don't work out that way. So that's another thing. It's making sure trying to find the right people to volunteer, because you just don't you don't want just a fuck dummy.
You don't want someone taking donations that's just going to fucking pocket that shit either.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So you know, you got to make sure you have the right people and everything like that. And a lot of people, either they literally do not have the time or they didn't want to give up the time. So, and the people that do have the time that are in this hobby and don't want to give up the time, that's not good. Like, I ain't trying to judge anybody, but like I said, everybody needs to do their part.
They're the
And,
only ones fighting. We all have to do what we can.
you know, so, you know, it's just, you know, like I said, I don't have all the answers, and I'm not trying to necessarily call people out or piss people off or anything like that. But I mean, most of our pages are trash. I'm sorry. And I love the nation. It's, I don't know. It's just, and I just say that because of our community. I mean, I love you, Chris. I ain't calling you trash, man. You know what I mean? You and Sarah like
I
family,
don't
man.
do enough. I don't.
But I mean,
Like,
what I'm just saying, man, it's like, I don't think we're not consistent. Um, we wait until we think things are really bad or going to
yeah.
go bad, you know. Or like I said, you know, we wait till Kevin gets pissed off enough that he wants to go put a foot in everybody's ass. But there's a reason why he's like this close to being done, you know, with all of us, because it's like, you got to
It's
think about it
depressing,
too.
dude.
You think about it too, like, out of all the big people, he's the most vocal.
By far.
So, and like, I'm saying, what I'm saying here is that we need to lead by example, right? James, why don't you? Okay, James, what are you going to start? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not breeding enough to where I'm setting up tables and setting up, you know, babies and shit. Okay, so I'm not going to be in front of hundreds or thousands of people. When I do that, I promise you, I'll have as much USARK shit that I possibly can, and I will talk about it as much as I can in front of those people. I'm just not doing that right now, you know. For one, because I'm not trying to produce like that, and there's reasons why. It's just my head. I don't want to talk about it. Anyhow,
That's a different video.
different video. So, but others can do this. God damn it, others can. And
There's a lot of people out there with huge followings that could help more than they do. If you're posting every day anyways, why not? It doesn't cost you anything to spread the word, give information, maybe, you know, offer help on how other people can help. You know, it's fucking easy.
there's so many little things. Like, I don't know. I get mad at myself. I don't post a lot in general. It's just like, so, like, I'm gonna be going out of town. I'm gonna be up in Weatherford this weekend, and so whenever I'm gonna be gone, you know, a few days in a row, I like getting like my big animals and soaking them, and, you know, I just got this regimen that I do. Whether it makes sense or whether it helps or not, it doesn't make a fuck. But anyhow, it's something I do, and I'm out there, and I'm like, I should get a picture, but then I get caught up doing some other shit, and I don't ever get a picture.
Yeah.
And I get pissed off at myself because it's like, you know, if you look at it, I don't post a whole lot of my reptiles. It's because I don't know, I'm stupid, or I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, man. Because I'm always like, I don't have my phone with me, or the things that I do want to take a picture of, they're always in shed
Yeah.
or something. You know what I mean? And my whole point is that when I do post pictures, it doesn't take much to hashtag USARK. And sometimes I do it, and sometimes I'm in such a hurry that I forget to do that. It's just the little things like that could help. Somebody who doesn't know shit from shit see my picture or your picture, and they read the hashtags and they see the hashtag USARK. You know what I mean? Like
Do you think that actually helps?
it could. It
Okay.
could. I mean, because you think about it, all those hashtags, you click on it, it goes to shit. You know what I mean? It literally
Okay.
goes to stuff.
I'm not tech savvy, so I'm asking because I'm
So,
curious. Like
well,
I
I'm not
post on
either. I'm
Instagram
fresh
all the
out of.
time, but I don't think I've ever used a hashtag USARK unless it was a post about USARK.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing about it is that you, me, and everybody else, we're members of USARK, right? We support USARK in our own way. Uh, we want them to continue to fight for us. So why don't we? You know what I mean?
Well, so that was part of what I wanted to talk about tonight was ideas on how other people support USARK or spread the word. You know, up until a couple years ago, I wasn't a member. I thought I was because I thought that shit just lasted. You know, I joined fucking years ago, and I was a dumbass. I'm not the smartest man. I will admit that. So when I found that out, I spread that shit everywhere because maybe other people are stupid like me and didn't know. You know, now every year I get my notification. I need to re up. I re up, but I didn't. I didn't
Well,
know.
I did the same thing too. So I'm right there with you, buddy. Um, and I mean, there's a lot of things, and it's just, I mean, Chip, you should have been on, buddy. I could have sent you a fucking link, and you could have been on here too. He's true.
Yeah.
He's true. Oh, let me read this out loud. I goddamn it said. So Chip says overbidding, selling to anyone, double talking, posting TikTok videos of retic striking, trying to act cool. Don't fuck saying berms out of control because they are released pets. That's true. I want to say something about that last part right there. So, like a lot of people will use like all the shit that's going on in Florida. And Florida's just fucked. I mean, I don't think there's anything that can be done
No.
for them. They're fucked. Now, do we have people, idiotic, goofy people that will buy some type of any kind of reptile? I'm not saying a lot. It could be anything, and they don't want it anymore, and they go release it out in the woods or something. I'm sure people dump dogs and cats and all kinds of shit, and they should be shot in the ass for doing shit like that. But it is a proven fact, people, that when we're talking about Florida and the berms and everything and all the shitstorm that started, that there was large reptile facilities that were blown down by hurricanes. Proven fact, not an opinion, proven fact. That's where majority of all the fucking berms came from.
Yep.
Not from people letting them go. Hey, I'm sure there's some dumbasses in Florida that have done it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there's dumbasses that would do that everywhere.
But the majority of that shit started from that damn hurricane.
But that's the number one reason why there's an issue with the berms in South Florida, and it was because of the fucking hurricanes. We need to make sure that people understand that, and that people. I mean, it's a fact that because people are dumbasses, people, I'm sure, let things go. That's everywhere, but that's not the reason why there's an issue in Florida. Um, it doesn't help the problem, I'll tell you that. But anywho, off of that shit. We need ideas, like you were saying. We need more ideas. We need more people to be more outspoken about stuff.
It's the only way we're going to get better at this shit and actually be able to keep them longer.
I have thoughts and stuff that I feel like, and I've been talking about all night, that starts with us. Like, I know you're gonna be up in Arlington, right?
Oh yeah.
I know, of course you are. Goddamn, we got some drinks and shit. Anyhow, so so the people that are going to be the large restrictor people that are actually going to have tables and stuff there at Arlington, moving forward, I feel like what could help us as a community is that we have more stuff up at our booths about USARK. We shouldn't be just letting the gecko and the spiny-tailed lizard people and all this other shit. When I see a table that has cockroaches and shit on it and they got more USARK shit on, I mean, that's just goddamn roach shit. Anyhow, there's something wrong there. But I think moving forward, that's something that we need to get better at. Is that I feel like we need to promote our community, just our little community. Everybody should by all means, but we need to get better in our community at doing that.
We've always been bad about that. We've always supported them, but never been like everybody else, and it sucks.
And if we're not doing it because we're trying to be different, because we don't want to be like a ball python, shut the fuck up. It's not about that. Get rid of your ego. Stop with that shit. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that we are supposed to be educating people, not just on the species of animal that we're passionate about, and not just trying to change people's perception of these animals, but all aspects of our hobby and everything that's going on. We are supposed to be educating people. And part of it is educating them about USARK, because one day they may be where you are, or where I am, or just have, just want to have whatever type of reptile it is as a pet, and they're not going to want somebody knocking at their door to come take their animal. That being said, I don't think anybody's come knock on anybody's fucking door, but y'all know what I mean by this shit. Y'all know what I mean. So yeah,
we got to come together. Like we always used to give the ball python people shit. I started out with bows and balls, like where I came from. I got into retics, fell in love with them, still love them to this day. But when I got into like really breeding, we always talk shit about the other groups and stuff, and we can't afford to do that anymore. The government's not coming after just the retics or just the berms and anacondas and shit. If we don't band together and become a community, we're fucked. The government is huge. The people that hate reptiles is insanely massive. So if we aren't a unit, how are we going to stop somebody that is in a well-funded, well-oiled unit? They're going to come in and just bulldoze us over.
Exactly. And no, we just have to do better, people. And then we got to do better. We got to set aside differences, set aside egos and shit, and just realize that there's a bigger picture, and stop being greedy, stop being self-centered, and come together. And we need to do this shit not just for us, but for others, for everybody, Okay, well, Chip, you should have been on the fucking show. Chip says there is no banding together when money and likes are more important than the animals and education. That's true. And that's my whole point about me saying or talking about us as a community, how it looks like we are doing less for USARK than other parts of the reptile community. The perception, my opinion is that it comes across that we're greedy. We don't care. It's all about the dollars, not about the animals, not one bit. Not one fucking bit. That's the perception. That's my perception, and I'm part of this fucking community. You know,
You're not wrong.
and I mean, we all want to fucking make some money. There's nothing wrong with that, but we have to be responsible. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people that talk shit. And what I mean by talking shit, they talk and act like they're responsible, but they're not. They just saying what needs to be said. So they continue to get those likes and they don't lose $1 from somebody. And I don't know. Like I said, that's them, and they can do that. That's their prerogative. That's all there's, that's on them. But I feel like if you're gonna be about it, you need to be about it. If you're gonna talk this big game about USARK and our community and how you feel about these animals and how you feel about others, all this other shit, then you should really mean that. But there's too many people that are two-faced. There's too many people that are actually scared little bitches. I'm sorry, they are. They don't want people to not like them. It is what it is. Not everybody, and the whole thing about it is these people that are so scared of others not liking them, there's people that don't like you right now. And you're sleeping just fine.
Yeah.
So do the fucking right thing, Let's be responsible and do the right thing. And if somebody's feelings gets hurt, then they need to grow the fuck up.
Yep.
God damn it.
What do you say this time?
Fucking no, that wasn't Chip. Blake's talking shit. It's because they are angry they had to buy boas before retakes.
Screw you.
I'm telling you, the chat's wild, man. They wild in this chat.
I wish I could see that shit. I started out like the first damn snake I got was a ball python, and then it was boas, and then I got back into balls and boas. But it doesn't matter what you started with, or what you end up with, or what you currently have, or what you used to have.
Right.
Support the fucking community.
Because at this point in time, they're coming for everything. It's just that we're the first ones on the list. Literally the first ones on the list.
We've already been banned, so we're already there. Like, if any kind of ban happens, we're just gone. Like, it is what it is.
Exactly. And then what are we gonna do? Are we gonna point fingers?
Yeah.
If you point fingers, then you better be fucking pointing at yourself. You better point at yourself first before you fucking point at anybody else. Because since 2010, 2012, we've had all the chances in the world. And I'm sorry, if we're not going to be consistent with the things that we're trying to do and be serious about the things that we're trying to do and be serious about these animals, if you're so passionate about these animals like you are, you'll do more. You'll do whatever you can. Let's put it that way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not everybody can donate thousands of dollars, but everybody can spread the message of USARK. Everybody.
Right. And if you have a booth at any show, I don't care, big or small, you can have more than just a little bitty card. And sometimes you don't even have that. That has USARK. They talk about
I got to do better on that. So.
Okay, well, this is true. I basically said this. I just haven't used your words, Chip. Chip says, I literally hate what the retake community has become. It's its own worst enemy, and the biggest retake fave bookers are the cancer that influences the new people and gives ammo to non-reptile keepers. 100% true. 100% true. I mean, it's that's his opinion, but I always want to say that it's a fact too. But it's an opinion, it's a perception. You know what I mean?
It's fairly true. Like, so we brought up Daxton Taylor earlier on how much good they're doing and how new they are. But they had a good support team to start, and it was a good group of us that kind of showed them the way, and they took that and they went forward with it and did better than like myself and lots of other people.
Well, that's what we have to do. It's very easy, and it's very we're a small group of people, and a lot of us talk. We talk to the same people. You know what I mean? You know, so like when we're on these pages, and we have all these new people. Like what was it last night? I don't want to talk about it 100%, but last night was a very shitty night, and I happened to just get on Facebook and get on the Nation, and somebody was made a post and was asking people what other types of substrate are you using, because they were using like mulch or something. I don't know what kind of shit, and their animal had mulch in their mouth, and after they're feeding the animal or whatever, and they explained that the animal was going crazy or some shit, and blah 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 and all this other shit, and there was a couple people that said that's the reason why I feed my animals in a separate container. And I about lost my shit, Chris. I about lost my shit. The first thing I thought about was I'm banning everybody. I'm fucking gonna ban everybody. And I didn't go into detail, and I should have made another separate post about it. And I made a comment like, who told you to do that? And I was like, that's a bad habit. And like, you do not want to be trying to feed a large adult retic in a separate tub and then try to put it away.
Dangerous.
That's not going to be a good time. It's not going to be fun. It's going to end up bad. And the fact that the people that were, I don't know if they're doing that with a corn snake. I don't know if they're doing that with a ball python. I mean, I wouldn't even do it with them, but you know what? Yeah, you can pick that bitch up and whatever. Yeah. It's going to bite you, but you know what I mean.
It ain't going to hurt you.
A retic in feed mode, that's nothing to play with.
Mm-mm.
Not even a little bit, people. And that's some of the worst shit. My whole point of this is that we need to get better when we see shit like that, me included, is to try to get a hold of these people and do better. We have to do better. We have to, we didn't have, I never tried to feed an animal back in the day in a separate container. I would have kept that to myself.
When I first got into snakes, that's what they told me to do, was feed my boas in separate containers, and I did it, but that's not a retic, and it wasn't adults either. So, we need to. I think we need to get better at how we go about correcting people, and I've jumped on people's asses before too. So I can't say that I've never done it, but
right. We need to just be better. We need to, even though it might be the craziest shit, you know what I mean? Like, that was crazy to me. And I was having a bad night last night. Last night was a shitty night. The fact that I just said what I said was amazing. I'm surprised I didn't say something worse. And
it's hard not to, because we see it so often, but
we have to do better at giving that guidance. I didn't have it. The majority of us who started out with retics back in the day did not have the guidance that people have now, or the people have the opportunity to have the guidance that we didn't have. So that's part of it too. The whole education aspect of everything is, that's part. We need to do better. Are you okay there, buddy?
Yeah, I lost my hang on. Lost my headphones. My sister kept calling me.
God damn it! Did you tell her? Damn it! That you're
all right. There we go.
Next time, tell your sister that she can come on and be part of the show. All right.
Shit, she don't even live here.
But there's oh my God, there's so many things that there's me and a couple other people. We're trying to come up with ideas, and before we go public with it and try to get others, we what I mean. Like we want to make a difference when it comes to USARK, helping USARK, or whatever the case may be. But we don't want to come without like good data. You know what I mean? So just throwing that out there. Not that it's going to change the world or anything like that, but everybody, if you have an idea or something like that, let's try to we need to try to do something with these ideas. Let's try to improve on the ideas. That way we can do something, especially if it's something that has to do with USARK and we're going to have to go to USARK with it. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that we don't sound stupid when we're trying to talk about these ideas to him. Phil has to listen to a whole lot of bullshit.
Yeah. Every
day. So whether we go through him or we go through I can't speak. The other people, God damn it, his sister's calling again.
Jesus.
So, was that your sister?
Yeah.
Your sister called you again? Huh?
I'm kind of worried now.
You need to text what's your sister's phone number? I'm gonna text her right now.
I don't know.
God damn it.
Here, let me walk upstairs and tell my wife to text her.
Tell Sarah to do something with your sister. Holy shit.
Hey, text my sister and see what's up. Oh, okay. Is everything okay?
Is everything okay?
Okay. Sorry, she don't call that often.
There's some see that, everybody? Y'all thought this is just gonna be some retic shit. Some shit popping off in Oklahoma, buddy.
She was down in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah.
Exactly. This person said, you can give guidance, and if people don't listen, at least you tried. Well, that exactly. We just need to try. We need to try. We need to do better. I should have stayed off the internet last night. The shit that was going down, I shouldn't even fucking gone on there last night. But anyhow,
so being I can't see the comments, has anybody else put anything on there that's worthwhile?
Well, here's
about
something
talking
you
about?
can read. This is for you.
Okay, I live in a tri-story, in my my snake garage has a little bitty stairs.
Chip's gonna talk shit. He talks.
Oh,
Chip
yeah.
has lived everywhere. Chip has family down here in Texas, and he talks so much trash about Texas. Like, he'll get me pissed off. He'll get me angry about the shit that he says about Texas, and it's he's fucking from here. But anyhow, yeah. Chip has a way to piss you off. And it says USARK is focused on legislative issues. The public education stuff is on us. We need to support USARK, but we need to own and organize our own educational events. That's true. I can agree with that. That's something that that we need to look at.
We got to do it the right way, though. Like, I've seen a lot of, like here in Oklahoma, I've seen people go down, like downtown to our Riverwalk area with big giant, retics, and are like shoving it in the public's face. And I don't know that that's a good thing to do, because a lot of people are fucking scared of big ass snakes. There's a lot of people scared of little bitty snakes. So if you're going to be in a public setting and trying to educate people, make sure you're doing it in a good, positive way.
That's the number one thing right there, is that doing it in the right, positive way. A lot of people, they have a good heart, and they don't realize how harmful they're being.
My damn stepmom, she couldn't look at my Facebook years ago when she first got with my dad, because it was snakes. Now she likes stuff. She comments on it. So you kind of, a lot of people that are deathly afraid of this stuff, you got to ease them into it. You got to do it the right way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, speaking of that, stuff like that, talking about, parents or whatnot or spouses. I've had this idea for a long time. I truly, truly want to do a video. I want it to be Sarah. I want it to be Amanda, Brittany, my wife. My wife told me to fuck all the way off.
I think Sarah'd be game.
And a couple others. Just to their perspective on, outside looking in, dealing with us, I think that'd be a cool video and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of our spouses, like my wife, I'm gonna tell you something right now. She knows more about retics and genetics than a lot of people. She don't even mess with them unless she has to. That means that I beg her to help me with something. And she can handle a large animal like she's like a fucking pro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And which I'm sure, I know Sarah can. I've seen pictures and stuff like that. Amanda, Brittany, all of them, they're, they know what they're doing. So it'd just be cool to.
I think it would be kind of neat to get their perspective on being with somebody that's so into the hobby, but them not like we are, if that makes any damn sense.
Right.
Like before me and my wife moved here, she never had reptiles. She never really cared too much about them. Hell, she bought me my first ball python, but the first time I fed it a mouse, she cried. So, but I mean, she's grown with me and she really enjoys it. She has her own snakes and shit now. So I think something like that'd be kind of interesting. It may get more people interested in it, or more women to come out and be more vocal, because we kind of shit on girls for not knowing stuff.
Well, there's a lot of ladies that are in the hobby, and I know there's a lady I got in contact with, and I asked her, I was like, hey, I've already talked to her. I said, hey, would you come on? I want to get, your perspective as you breeding things and stuff like that, just your perspective and everything. She was down for it and everything. Then I had some family shit happen and I couldn't do it. And then the family shit carried on to the following week and then to the following week, so, but I still, hopefully I'm going to get with her. She'll still come back on and everything. Cause I think it's cool. They have a different perspective and everything. I mean, I can't speak for you or anybody else. I've heard from other ladies talk about how they're looked at different. You know what I mean?
Talk about.
Hobby. But
they're looked at like they don't know what they're doing, and that's not the case.
I've never done that.
I haven't either.
And I'm not just saying that.
A lot of people do.
And I don't know. I mean,
I know I keep bringing up Dax and Taylor, but we're real close and we talk a lot. Taylor doesn't get the amount of attention that Dax does because people just kind of look over her.
She runs the show.
More. I was gonna say she knows more than Dax. I'm sorry, Dax, but
well, I mean, we all know that. We all know that Taylor runs the shit.
Yeah. It's sad that we judge them or whatever you want to call it, but we shouldn't.
Yeah, we need to listen to their ideas. We need to listen to everybody's ideas, So, the whole point of all this was, all of us coming together, and it doesn't matter, male, female, transgender.
1 year in the hobby, 30 years in the hobby. Doesn't matter.
Everybody, everybody coming together, goddammit. But yeah, and that's another thing, like, talking about, like you said about ideas and stuff like that, send us messages,
I love bouncing ideas off of people.
My main idea is that I feel like we need to do more. Yep. We need to have more of a presence, especially at these shows, more of a USARK presence at our booths and tables, and not just be there to take people's money and give them an animal. We need to be responsible when it comes to selling these animals to people. And I'm not just saying that. I'm a firm believer in that we need to be responsible, especially now when it comes to who we're selling to and everything. And we need to not just be educating people or trying to educate people about these animals that we have a passion for, but we should be educating them about USARK. And it's I feel most people are visual people, most people, that's how we are. And I think it's a lot easier, or my opinion is I think that it would be a lot easier to get somebody's attention if you have USARK stuff around.
Yeah.
They
That's like all the
see,
shows I go to. I always have a USARK shirt on.
But we need to do more than that. You know what I mean? Like, if people going up to your booth, you have a USARK shirt, but they see, they see your logo and everything. If you have USARK,
Oh yeah,
I mean?
no, definitely.
I think others are doing it and they're being successful.
I never even thought about it. So it's
And
a great idea to
and we're the
promote
ones
more
that are
shows.
that should be probably doing it more than they are, and we're not.
Yeah.
That's my idea, because I feel it starts with us. I mean, there's a lot of people in the community as a whole that are doing it, but it should it should start with us, because it's our animals that are on the fucking list. Next year, like, this shit's not over. Next year, it's probably going to happen again. So we need to start now. We needed to start fucking 20 years ago. But shit.
We shouldn't have calmed down after the first ban.
Exactly.
Because I got complacent.
We all did. That's the problem, though. We all did.
We all thought it was just, we're done. It's over with. They can't touch us, and that is not the case.
What the shit?
Hey man, you know I love you.
So is that Dax or Taylor?
Oh, I guarantee that was Dax.
Oh shit. I don't even know what the hell that was, but I want one now.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you about it.
Sounds something interesting. For damn sure. You got anything else you want to add, man? Is there anything you want to talk about?
I think
it doesn't have to be about USARK. You can talk about shit that's behind you right now if you want to. There's anything you want to.
It's a bunch of boas.
Bunch of boas? God damn it, Chris. Damn it. So.
It's my wall of boas. Everything else in here is retics.
Man, I'm just joking. I've seen it. It's amazing. It's awesome. But
no,
if that,
I guess if I can say anything, if anybody has ideas and they want to bounce them off, like I said, I'm not a smart man. I may not know everything that's going on, but I am open to ideas on how we could better the community, better support USARK. And I'm on my phone a lot, probably more than I should be. So hit me up. If I don't respond back pretty quick, I'm probably sleeping, but I will respond.
Right. And like I always say, we've been talking about it all night long about USARK. So that being said, once again, like I talked about at the beginning, if you're not a member, please become a member. Get your family members, your friends to become a member.
Yes.
The more members we have, the better, by all means. Donate whenever you can. Everybody understands. I understand that money's tight for everybody. If you're at a show and you do see a table, donate $1. Every little bit helps. Buy a t-shirt if they have a t-shirt. Buy a sticker if they have a sticker. Every little bit helps.
Every time you ship your reptiles, don't unclick that box.
There you go. Exactly. So fucking shit. Anyhow, also, I want to thank everybody who has tuned in this evening. Everybody who has been a smartass in the chat over here. We appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who is supporting the Rethink Exchange. It means a lot to me. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Hit that bell. Share the videos. Leave a comment. If you think I suck, say I suck. Leave a comment. All right, I don't care. If you want to see us talk about something, send a message, comment. Okay, just help us out. Help us out to help y'all out. Is what I'm getting at. Chris, I appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Anytime,
It's always
man.
a good time. We need to do it again. Hopefully we can get together. If you're not too busy and I'm not too busy, maybe we can do another video next week or coming up soon.
I normally have evenings available, so just hit me up, man.
So that being said, we're gonna call it a night. I need a new drink. He probably needs a new drink. Thank y'all, everybody. Once again, leave a comment and shit. Talk to y'all later. Bye.